Hi, everybody. Welcome to this Wednesday meditation. There seems to be a theme right now around really being aware of our level of self-love, right? How do we increase that? How do we connect with ourselves? When we see a lot of projections, a lot of shadows, a lot of interesting experiences outside of ourselves, those come from having rejected parts of self, only being able to express through other people. That's how shadow work works. And so what's really interesting is that, there is an increase. Our light has risen, our vibration has risen individually, collectively, and we are seeing more and more contrast, more and more like interesting challenges occur. And every time we do, what gifts they are. May not seem like that in the moment, but they are a gift because the emotion they make us feel is like a magnet, drawing from within us stagnant, stuck emotion, stuck in the nervous system, stuck in the astral realms, where we have fragmented and disembodied ourselves, and they can only express through others. That's how this world works. So, really, we want to be able to welcome those home. So, every time there is a contrast or a challenge or something tricky, maybe someone's saying or doing something, maybe you just feel like the whole world is like a pressure cooker. That's a reflection of a part of you that's been disembodied at some point, wanting to come home, wanting to come home to love. So when we hear ourselves saying something about another, that maybe something's happened and we say, that makes me feel like this, or they're being this, this, and this. Imagine your face upon that being, because that's really who is speaking, is a part of you you cannot see. They're invisible to us. A part of ourselves which we cannot see because they're so veiled, disembodied, hidden in the container of shadow that they are through the veil. And this is what we want to work on today. So we're going to be doing some mirror work. You may have heard of this many times before. Many people speak about mirror work. Louise Hay was big on that, right? And this is what we're going to do right now. So if you want to grab yourself a mirror, I have my wonderful scrying mirror from Hathor, my Hathor scry mirror. And for those that ask where I get my sistrums and my mirrors and all my ancient Egyptian wonders, I get them from the Children of Ra in Glastonbury. Wonderful Kara there. So you can find her on Instagram, but these have been attuned in those temples. So they're very wonderful, but any mirror will do. I just really like this one. And what you're going to do is you're just going to pause this video, go get a mirror, or stand in front of the mirror. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Because when you're there, when you're ready, when you're in front of that mirror, just place your hands on your heart and you're going to look in your eyes. Now, choose one eye. Choose one eye to look into, because otherwise you're going to be doing this with your eyes. So stand in front of the mirror, hold a mirror up, stand in front of the mirror. Place your hands on your heart. And you're just going to look and gaze, breathing deeply. And I'm going to do this right here with you, okay? Breathe deeply and gaze into your eyes in the mirror. And that's what we're going to do first and foremost. That's how we're going to start, just by breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. You're just going to look at yourself. Really see yourself. Just breathe. When you notice a thought entering, let it release. Don't chase it. Don't go down that rabbit hole. Just if a thought arrives, let it release itself and just go back to gazing and breathing. Your mind always needs something to focus on. So let the mind focus on its breath. But breathe and look into your eyes. Now, we're going to do this for a couple of minutes, 2 minutes, and I'm going to time us. So I'll let you know when 2 minutes is done. We're going to do this for 2 minutes. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay, that's 2 minutes. Now, just at this moment, just pause and how did that feel? What did that feel like? Was it easy? Was it difficult? Was it focused? How did you feel when you looked yourself in the eyes? Take a moment, let me know, write it in the comments. If you found that challenging, like the video, come back to it. Try it again and again, because we're going to progress this now. Because you want to practice that. It doesn't have to be long. You could do this every morning when you go to the bathroom. Just practice gazing into your eyes. Everyone can find that 2 minutes of time in there. Just to connect with yourself, just to see yourself. I wonder if anyone saw themselves shape-shifting. I wonder what you saw, what you felt. And now this is the next bit, is once you've practiced that for a bit, once you've practiced that for a little while, you can then start to ask things. Now, a lot of people do affirmations in the mirror, and you can do that too if you wish to. If you are going to use affirmations, make them short and sweet. And just choose a couple to really focus on and feel. So if you did want to do affirmations, always use your name. Because if you're saying to yourself, I love you, make sure you're saying, like for me, I'd say, Alice, I love you. Alice, you are strong. Alice, you are safe. Choose something, choose whatever you need, and just maybe choose 2 or 3. Don't make it more than that. And repeat them. Repeat those affirmations. Short, concise, powerful. But here's a way to advance this. Because those shadows that are coming through other people, they're within you somewhere, not before seen. Not seen within ourselves anyway. This is alchemy. This is advanced work. Because a lot of times, most people are just happy projecting outwards, but we're actually going to make ourselves a lot more whole here. You ready for this? Holding that mirror up again. Holding that mirror up, looking yourself in the eyes, going back to that breath, back to that heart. And ask yourself, once you've centered, once you've found your breath, and I'm holding my mirror up here, which is what I'm doing this with you. We're going to do this for another couple of minutes, because what we're going to do is you're going to ask yourself. You may have had an experience, you may have had something come up. You can either ask specifically to see a part of yourself that you've not seen before, or you can ask something broad and vague, which actually sometimes is more helpful. So let me show you. Show me a part of myself which feels ignored by me. I invite any parts of myself that feels ignored by me to show up. And then just breathe. And just see, as you look into your eyes, feel what arises. Notice what memories, what sensations. Notice where you feel in your body. Anything arise. Notice if your face shape shifts, or if you have a knowing. Maybe you have a knowing. You could even ask something like, I want the part of me who doesn't feel trustworthy, or the part of me that doesn't feel like I can trust me, to come forward. And it may not happen right now. It may take a few days. Because if this part of you is hurt and is wounded, and it's so much that they're so disembodied and have to be a shadow, have to be a mirrored back to a shadow, and there's a good chance there that part of ourselves doesn't trust ourselves. Doesn't trust ourselves to show up, to be consistent, or to hold space without judgment. So you ask one question and keep with that question for a week. And just for a couple of minutes, look. What part of me, Alice, feels ignored? I'm here. I'm ready. Obviously, use your own name. I'm using my name for the benefit of everyone watching, so you can see. And then we're just going to do this for another minute. You ready? Here we go. How do you feel now? How do you feel now? How was that exercise for you? And once again, don't be disheartened if nothing came through for you that first time. When we're working with shadows in this way, we have to be centered, we have to be relaxed. We have to be holding space without expectation that something is going to come forward. No expectation, just breathe in. We just got to breathe. And remember, you're building trust by showing up. You got to trust, you got to prove to yourself that you're going to show up for yourself. So that's why doing this each day is very, very important. But these are the tangible, practical steps that we must take, because there's only so far visualization will get us. We have to actually show ourselves, embody it. Embody the vibration, not just think it, embody it. So, sending you all so much love. And happy Mother's Day to those who are celebrating that. In whichever way, we've all come from some type of mother, whether they're still here physically, non-physically. So if you celebrate that, I know every day should be Mother's Day and every day should be Love Day. But if you are celebrating that, then happy Mother's Day to you. And take a moment this week to connect with the earth as well. With your divine mother within you. We all have that mother energy, regardless of gender or family in this life. We all have that mother archetype within us. So take a moment to connect with that within you. Okay. So much love, so many blessings.